Good morning. As you can tell, I'm doing a sermon today. I decided to write one, so I've got a question for you. How many of you do have Bibles out there? I mean, be it an actual paperback Bible, or a hardcover, or maybe an ebook app, or maybe an app on your phone, like I do sometimes. Either way, you have one, right? How many of you actually read it besides to prove a point or to find a verse that you love that makes you win an argument? I mean, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to pick this up and go, oh, well, it says, and you to prove an argument. That's not what it's made for. Like I said, not really a good argument. This day and age, the Bible has become a way to win a word of wars instead of its purpose, to give you faith and guidance at times of need. Did you know that the Bible is the all-time bestseller book and most read book in the world? The Bible is quoted more often than any piece of literature and has had more influence on our language, customs, laws than any other book published. Yet there are many people who seldom ever read the Bible. Why is that, you ask? Many people assume that the Bible's language is too difficult for the average person to understand. Many others are a little frightened by the Bible's size. And some people don't expect to find anything the Bible applies to the needs and problems of men and women in this day and age. They think the Bible's outdated. My fellow pastor, Pastor Peter, already covered that it does in fact solve the problems of people today. Was a sermon a while ago, and yes, he proved his point that yes, it is still relevant this day and age. It covers gambling, it covers adultery, it covers alcohol addiction, it covers everything. You just got to read it. None of these obstacles, however, is impossible to overcome. For example, the Bible that I read, I don't have it with me right now, but the Bible I read, and I usually hold in my hand, is a modern translation of ancient Hebrew and Greek scriptures. So, yes, it is easy to understand and comprehend, and it is an easy to understand and comprehend English. It's in basic English. You can get one in basic English. It's written in 3 different languages. As my grandfather says, it's written in 3 different languages. The one that I have translates into modern English. It's not that hard to read. The size of the Bible, however, can be a little intimidating. It is a big book, or as people say, a small library. The Bible is made up of 66 smaller books written over a period of 100 years. But it's like any other book. Once you get into it, it's hard to put down. Why has the Bible been so popular for so long? Because in it, God speaks to our needs and gives us answers. Jesus said, "Come to me, and all you are weary and burdened, I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. The Apostle Peter wrote, "Cast all your anxieties unto him," God, obviously, "because he cares for you." 1 Peter 5:7. Even though this book is ancient, it doesn't mean that it can't hold the answers to life, as Pastor Peter said before. This is our life's manual. Treat her with care. Do not let this book become a bookend or an apparently book you rarely use or read or use to prove your point. Treat her exactly. Treat her kindly and use her to guide you through your life. And in closing, please use this book and her words for good, not to win an argument. It's meant to be a book of life, not a bookend. Please read her, believe in her words, and join a Bible-based church if you like today. Thank you. And my fellow pastor, time for a role reversal, is going to do the benediction. Pastor Peter, if you would, please.
She did good. To sum it up, the Bible is the owner's manual, as she stated in her message. We are merely the customer service agents. If you don't read it and you don't follow it, there's no point in any pastor in any church trying to teach it to you. So really simple. Pick it up, read it, follow Pastor Jessica's message. It is the owner's manual, and come to church for the customer service